everybody, this is Bonnie, and it's Friday, and I thought that I would do another card from the catalog. I think this is kind of a fun idea. I don't know how long we'll do it, but this is what I'm going to do. And I thought we would do this card to see, show you what I think they did, how they did the card. So we're going to do this card. I'm going to do everything that I think they did, but I do not have these little wooden dots, so I'm going to use some of the gems. So I've kind of got some of the pieces out here, and let's get started. So the set that they're using is the Celebrate Sunflower set. And if you would like to purchase anything from me today, you can go to Bonnie's Creative Place, StampingUp.net, and my hostess code is J4KR4EB2, and it's good till June 30th. So that's a way that you can support me and help me out, and I'll just leave that right there. So it looks like in the catalog I've got here the stamp set, and if you look like this, it looks like they took the Misty Moonlight stamp pad and they stamped the flower out on some Whisper White. So let's do that first. So we'll open this up, get out the stamp, get a big block here, put it on it. Now when I do a big block, I like to flip it over and stamp it. The Misty Moonlight is one of our new stamping colors I absolutely love it. It's like a denim almost, but yet it's not like real dark, but it's a real pretty. So we're gonna go and we're gonna stamp this right here. Right about here. Give it a, push. I'm not really pushing. I'm just kind of putting pressure on it. And lots of times it's good to just let your stamp to sit for a few minutes to let the ink absorb into the paper. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. And ta-da! There it is. So that is for that part. And then they have the leaves that are on the paper. Or the book. I'll keep bringing it back in. And from looking at this, it looks like old olive. So we're going to go with that. And it looks like they have 2 of the leaves. So we're going to get that stamp out. Get a block. And then we'll get the old olive. And we're going to stamp 2 of these leaves. Okay, so it looks just like that. It looks like they may have taken like a watercolored blender maybe to get a little bit of ink on my palette. And then I'm just gonna get my brush going to get it wet a little and create a little bit of like a, I don't know what you want to call it, like a water. I'm going to dab off a little bit. So I don't want too much. And then I'm just going to color these leaves in. And I don't think they did it like perfectly. It just looks like it's like a very light thing, I think, with the leaves. So I'm going to close this up, put this over there, get the old olive. Oh, I don't have any on my palette. You just squeeze them together and that gets you some ink on your palette. And then you always just want to make sure this is clean by squeezing it out into your paper towel. And then when you first do it, you want to squeeze it out too, because you want to make sure you don't have too much of the dark color when you're doing it. Sunflower die cuts, which I absolutely love. And we are going to cut a few things out. First, we're going to cut out the big flower here. There we go. Now we found it. I guess if I'd looked for this piece right here where the opening is, I would have found it, that bigger piece, instead of looking at all these little pieces. I would have found it a lot easier. Okay, just going to put it down. Put that up here. And we're going to cut her out. Got a little bit of die cutting to do. Okay. Bumblebee, which is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4 in the middle. I've already gone ahead and done that. So I'm gonna varnish this. Right here's my bone folder. Alright. And then it has a piece of vanilla, or vellum, not vanilla, vellum. And this piece I cut it from looking at it. I thought it was about 4 3/4 by 3.5. So I'm thinking, looking at it, it's about that much. But before we put that down, it's hard to tell just looking at it, but if you go to page 175 yourself and look at it, there is some stamping behind the vellum. And so I'm going to go and stamp with the Bumblebee, because I need a piece of scrap here. I'm going to go and stamp with this all around, just random stamping. There's no... I should have done this one right here in the middle a little better, but well, it'll be all hidden up probably anyways by the time I get everything on there. I should have done another one there before I got all close, but it'll be okay. So then it looks like they just put this down on top like this. So because it's going to be hidden in the middle right here with the flower and stuff, I'm going to just put a little strip of the Stamp and Seal, it's called now. I had to think of what it was called. And I'm just going to put a strip of that right across the center. And I'm just going to put that right down. Just like that, because you're not going to see it anyways. And then we're going to bring these little guys in. And we're going to add this to the top of this. Like so. And I'm assuming that's, yes, that's the way this goes. So I'm going to get out my silicone mat. And I'm going to get my adhesive here. And I like to just squirt a very little bit. Looks like it kind of got dried up. Okay. Not today, it says. Not today. Sometimes I even like to use Crystal Effects. But I'm going to stamp a little bit of that. Okay, I might have to use that again. And I have a little glue dauber. I call this my little glue dauber. It's just a sponge dauber. It was plain, and I use it for glue. Every now and then you can go and clean it off, but I just keep using it. So I just dab it in there, kind of dab some around so it's not so bad, and then I just dab all over. You don't want it, after you've used it a few times, you don't want it like not to be wet, because if the dauber isn't wet from the glue that has dried, it will try to pick up your paper. So you always want to keep a little bit of glue on it, if that makes. If I'm making sense, you want a little bit of wet glue always on there. I'm going to really try to dab like in the middle where most of it will be down. Okay. Then I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to move this off to the side because I'm going to need it again. Oops, in a minute. I'm going to find that one leaf that I was telling you guys about. That's right there. And I'm going to try the best I can and line up around the outside first of all these leaves before I let it get too stuck down in the center. And there we go, and I got a little piece of something. There, we got it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. I think it's okay. Alright, so we'll put that over there. Then we are going to add these things, these little green leaves, to the same thing. But before I do that, I'm going to get a baby wipe here. And I'm going to just wipe up the area where I had the little flower. So that way it will not, you know, my leaves won't stick to them. And I'm going to use this paper towel that I had here a little bit ago and dry it a little bit. Alright, so now we're going to flip this over and do the same thing. Now let's finish putting this card together. So it looks like they went ahead, my hands are a little wet from that they put this kind of out here a little bit, somewhere. And then they put this flower and then a couple leaves. Oh. And then they put a couple of these leaves like this. I think, let's look at this again. Did they pop it up? I think they might have. Okay, so we're going to just stick this leaf down. And I'm just going to use a little bit of... I'm still learning the new... Oh, I got some there. And I can't see, so I'm like, did I get any or did I not? Because I'm still learning it. Okay, I'm going to put that down right there. And then I'm going to get some Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't know. I end up popping up so you can do it. Okay, I'm going to put this over here a little bit so you could see the... Oh, this is really pretty. I don't know who came up with the idea from Stampin' Up, but it's beautiful. I have fun doing these on Friday, and I hope you guys enjoy them. And if you do, you know, like, subscribe. Just liking my page, my YouTube page, is a huge support, and it helps a lot of people that are, you know, that do this for their business. And now it has a little tag that goes right across the front of it. I'm not 100% sure I'm sold on the great big tag across there. I gotta figure out what I did with the stamp set. If you could only see my desk. They've got Let's Celebrate You. I don't see that the tag has to be that huge, so I may shorten this tag a little bit. Let's see here. Let's get a stamp or block. There we go. Got a block. And I think they might have stamped it in the Misty Moonlight. I'm looking right at it and I want to call it Midnight. I don't know. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna, well, maybe that U makes it have to go way down. But you know, I might do some fancy fussy cutting with that rather than doing it the way they did it, because I like it, but I just think it takes up a lot of the flower. So I think I'm going to take my scissors here, excuse the arm, and I am just going to do, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, probably, but I like to do this once in a while. Just kind of like give it a bubble effect around the letters. If I finish my sentences, because I guess I can't cut and talk at the same time. I think it's fun to do this sometimes. I know I do this a lot with my scrapbooking. And then I would just come right around the end, just like that, and I'd put that across there. Now I think that is cute. It's not overly taken away from the whole card, and I think I like it. You could put it this way a little bit more at an angle, like that. Okay, so let's get our little mat back in here, and okay, all right. Finger here, pull back. Yep, I'm telling you, I just got to learn. And that's what I'm doing. It's really good tape, though. I like it slightly tipped. Okay, so they just did a long strip. The only thing I did was cut around it. Now I'm going to use these gems. They did little wooden things that they come in their packet or whatever. I thought it might be pretty. Do you think it would be fun to just do like some blue ones? Or yeah, I think I want a blue one. They put, let me see, they put one over here. Where else did they put one? They put another one right about here. And then another one, I don't know, kind of close to this one. I don't know where to stick it. I don't know, they put two down here, but I'm not 100% sure I can get two. Well, I can get two, but whether I get them, yeah. I'll put another one right there. So they put the wooden thing, and I did that. Like I said, this is on page 175. It's right up here in the top. It's using the Sunflower Bundle. And this is my card, and that's theirs. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. If you could give me a like, hit the thumbs up button, hit the bell so it reminds you of when I have another video, share my video. All those things are very supportive of a person that makes all these videos. It takes the time out, and if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. So thanks for stopping by, everybody, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.